going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of ezBUCKETz. How you guys doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In today's video, I got something that I guarantee you guys are gonna love, especially if you're a Los Angeles Lakers fan. During this year's NBA trade deadline, we are all expecting the Lakers to make at least one move. Whether it's a blockbuster trade or a low-end trade, I know for sure the Lakers are not just gonna sit around and do nothing. A lot of people believe the Lakers are going to be targeting a center, and for this video, we're going to be talking about one. We're going to be talking about the possibility of the Lakers getting Mo Bamba. The Lakers are being linked to so many players right now, and Mo Bamba just might be the right, realistic one. So if you're a Lakers fan and want to know how the Lakers can get Mo, you're going to love this. But quickly, before I get out with the video, just want to say, if you're new to the channel and love basketball, welcome to ezBUCKETz. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. It would help out the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, one of the things you're always doing in the front office is you're running scenarios just to be prepared. You know, I've said at the beginning of the season, sometimes it feels like a grand chess game, and you want to study the moves and study what other teams are doing. And so we're always doing that. But at the same time, you don't want to tinker or change something that's working extraordinarily well. And so we'll be mindful of that too. We do have one open roster spot right now that at some point in the season will probably get use. We wanted to use the first, third to really see where the holes are or the needs are. But that's definitely a tool at some point that'll come into play. And, then you were talking about the trade deadline too. You never know what may come your way. And so we're preparing in advance for that just to make sure we're doing all we can to defend the title.
The Lakers are being linked to so many players right now when it comes to this year's NBA trade deadline, and sooner or later we're gonna see something happen. A lot of Laker fans want to see the Lakers make a blockbuster trade, going for a superstar like Zach LaVine or even Bradley Beal, but in my opinion, I believe the Lakers don't have to make such a big move. A small move seems just right. The Lakers right now have a record of 24-11, which ranks them as the second seed in the Western Conference, behind the Utah Jazz and above the Los Angeles Clippers. But despite them not being first, people view them as championship title favorites. With the Lakers being NBA champions last season, this year they're in hot pursuit to defend it, and that's why I believe filling out the small holes they have in their roster, it's gonna impact their roster in a positive way going forward in the NBA playoffs. Ever since the beginning of the season, everybody agrees that when talking about the Lakers roster, they have to improve one main thing, which is their rim protection and interior defense. And a big reason why they don't have any right now is because Marc Gasol and Montrezl Harrell, who are their centers, just aren't elite defenders when it comes to the interior. Last season, when they were an NBA championship team, a big reason why they were so good is because of their interior defense. They had Dwight Howard and they had JaVale McGee. And we all know in this past offseason, they lost both of them and replaced them with Montrezl Harrell and Marc Gasol. In my opinion, those were some great moves when it comes to the offense, but on the defensive end, they lost a lot of that depth. With that being said, a lot of people believe the Lakers want a big man that can protect the rim and simply be a giant in the paint. We just got news a few weeks ago that Anthony Davis will be missing potentially plus 4 weeks. It has been a week so far, and honestly, with the Lakers going for the NBA championship and want Anthony Davis to stay as healthy as possible, it might be more than 4 weeks, which is why sooner or later, the Lakers have to target a big man that can bring an inside presence when it comes to the defensive end, but of course a little bit on the offensive end. Which is why I believe the Lakers must target this player. Mo Bamba of the Orlando Magic has recently become a very popular trade target when it comes to the Lakers targeting a low-end center in the NBA. If you guys are unfamiliar with who Mo Bamba is, I wouldn't be surprised because right now in the NBA, he's not getting a lot of minutes, he's not getting a lot of opportunity, but in my opinion, I believe he has so much potential. Mo Bamba was the 6th overall pick in the 2018 draft, and ever since being drafted, everybody thought he would be similar to a Rudy Gobert in the future. But with the Orlando Magic having an all-star of Nikola Vucevic, who's having a monster season right now, there are no signs to Mo Bamba one day stepping up into the main rotation and getting consistent minutes. And the fact that Nikola Vucevic has a contract till 2023, it's a matter of fact that I believe the Orlando Magic have to trade Mo Bamba. As of right now, the Orlando Magic are kind of struggling. They have a record of 13-22, which ranks them as the 14th seed in the Eastern Conference, and with them having so many injuries of Markelle Fultz, Aaron Gordon, Jonathan Isaac, and even Evan Fournier time to time, it's honestly realistic right now that the Orlando Magic just simply tank out this season. And with a lot of NBA teams still valuing Mo Bamba's potential, I see Mo Bamba being available in trade talks very soon. When talking about Mo Bamba's stats, he's currently averaging 4.9 points per game, 3.8 rebounds, 0.3 assists, 0.2 steals, and 0.8 blocks, playing less than 10 minutes per game for the Orlando Magic, but throughout his 3 years in the NBA so far, his best statistic is averaging more than 1 block per game. Mo Bamba currently has a $5 million contract, and then next year has a $7 million contract. So I believe if the Lakers want to get Mo Bamba, they're going to have to offer a pretty good contract and a trade package. With Mo Bamba having a 7 feet wingspan and he's only 22 years old, he has the athletic and mobile ability to fill up the Lakers roster and be an important factor to what they lack right now. He can be a giant interior presence and a pretty good rim protector. He just needs an opportunity. And with Rob Pelinka being one of the smarter GMs in the NBA, if he sees his potential in Mo Bamba, I believe he should offer this trade to get him. If the Lakers can offer up Alex Caruso and a future second-round pick in exchange for Mo Bamba, I believe this trade simply will fit and seal the deal. Only because the Magic get future assets in a tanking season, and of course the Lakers get Mo Bamba to be a third center off the bench for Montrezl and Marc Gasol. Right now, with Mo Bamba not having a lot of NBA value, I believe giving Alex Caruso might be kind of an overvalue trade, meaning the Lakers are giving up more than they should. Maybe they offer up a Markieff Morris or a Wesley Matthews instead, but I believe with the Magic looking to rebuild and they need some backcourt depth after losing Markelle Fultz, Alex Caruso could be a guy because he's a very popular name in the NBA. My best case scenario though for the Lakers is that they keep Alex Caruso. I love Caruso for the Lakers. He's a great backup guard. But getting Mo Bamba in a development point of view, I believe it's worth it. Just remember this, guys. When Mo Bamba was drafted, he had a lot of expectation. He was said to be a future Rudy Gobert or even a future Clint Capella. But the fact that the Orlando Magic right now are not giving him minutes, I believe the Lakers can use this opportunity to swoop in, get him, and build a potential future center. I believe if Mo Bamba joins the Lakers, he'll view this opportunity as a chance to shine and a chance to seize it. And that's why I believe Mo Bamba would be perfect for the Los Angeles Lakers. But there's one more player that I have in mind that I believe the Lakers should also target, and that is Hassan Whiteside of the Sacramento Kings. And he fills the exact same role as Mo Bamba, but instead more of an established center already in the NBA. When talking about Hassan Whiteside right now, he's kind of in the exact same situation as Mo Bamba. He's a part of a non-championship contending team and simply getting no minutes. And with him having a lot of potential and already proven his potential, I believe the Lakers must target Hassan Whiteside as well. But the difference between Whiteside and Mo Bamba is definitely great because Whiteside has a cheaper contract and is on an expiring contract, which means the Kings are going to have to buy him out this year or ultimately trade him instead of losing him for nothing. And if both scenarios come to play, I believe the Lakers should call the Sacramento. The Lakers want a strong rim protector, and we all know last year playing for the Blazers, Whiteside led the league in blocks per game. He averaged 2.9, almost 3 a game, and sometimes had more than 8 blocks per game. We all know how good Whiteside could be when he gets minutes, so imagine him playing for a championship contender. Right now, Whiteside is kind of in the stage in his career where NBA teams don't believe in him right now. He's kind of in the exact same situation as Dwight Howard was in, and I believe this is a good opportunity for the Lakers to kind of redo what they did. Bring a player like him who kind of isn't valid anymore and make them special and win an NBA championship. I wouldn't be surprised if the Sacramento Kings ultimately buy out Hassan, and if this is the case, I believe the Lakers should sign Whiteside to a rest of the year deal if they don't ultimately go for Mo Bamba. Just simply imagine a closing defensive, interior defensive lineup of Hassan Whiteside and Anthony Davis on the exact same floor. Imagine those two rim protectors going at it. The opposing team would definitely be afraid of driving to the basket. That would be so cool. But ultimately, guys, I believe the Lakers should target Mo Bamba, and evidently, if they don't get Mo Bamba, target Hassan Whiteside. So in conclusion, this wraps up my video for today on the Lakers and a potential blueprint that I believe just makes sense for the team. What's most important to me is one of your thoughts. Do you agree with me on this one? Do you believe Mo Bamba and Hassan Whiteside are great targets? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets.